Greetings. Trying out yet another thing. Today, we're going over this guy. Rarely do I get excited about a Mcfarlane comic. I can't get him back there far enough. This is the Page Punchers series. Rarely do I get excited about weird characters, especially Black Manta. But I've always loved this specific character in from not Justice League. Well, I guess he was probably in there too. Super Friends. I always loved this character. So I saw, Mcfarlane's coming out with one. They had one for I think it was Aquaman. But this one, I saw this one and thought, that looks like underwater freaking snake eyes. This thing is just amazing. So we're gonna pop this guy open. With the Page Punchers, they do come with comic books, and a couple other things. So we're gonna take a look here. I am not a comic guy, so most times I end up selling these at conventions for $1. Or give them to a kid or something. Like, hey, you want a comic? Here you go, buddy. Some people like them, some people don't. The back is literally, these Page Punchers designs are real boring. They're just the same thing on the back that's on the front. So we're not going to go too crazy into that. Here's the comic book. And the little thing. I'm only going to keep this. The comic book is inconsequential to me. It will go in the sell at a con pile. Because I'd rather make $1, you know. Comes with the classic DC Multiverse Mcfarlane stand here, which we've all grown to love, and I love to groan. Got a that is a fairly stuck in there and wobbly. This guy's but hey, Hasbro, take note, it is not bent to hell because it was in the plastic. I've been dealing with a lot of those figures lately where they are just bent to hell. Let's get that. All because Hasbro's like, it'll save the world if we do this. Like, hey, how about it doesn't? How about we reduce our emissions for something a little more worthy than taking plastic out of a plastic toy and having to have us return it 6 times because it's all busted to hell. Or someone replaces it with a WWE figure, which has literally happened to me. Alright, I think I got it. And if you're unfamiliar with Black Manta, I'm not going to help you because I barely know it myself. All I know is from the Aquaman movie where he's a guy who makes a suit and gets angry at Aquaman for some reason and then blows up. I have lost a piece. So that is always a joy as to where that piece went. It was his other blade here. Those came out a little too early, guys. A little too easy here. So here's Black Manta. He's got his... I didn't realize that it had this. It's got 2 rubber hoses here, air hoses, probably for his rebreather device here. He's got his jets. This figure looks awesome. It does have the classic Mcfarlane diaper with a little bit of a hip action here. I'm a thigh cut guy. I get why some people don't like them. That is the equivalent to pineapple on pizza argument there. Like, some people love it, some people hate it. I like pineapple on pizza, by the way. but I also like everything on everything, so that doesn't really count. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's a weird one. This is like a weird, I don't know what this is. It's like a dual, like, look at what happens here. This thing just goes all over the place. What is that? It's like a, there's probably another axis in here, but it's not a normal butterfly joint. It's more like a dual ball joint. He does have everything. He does have pins. Most Mcfarlanes do. Does not have any neck articulation, which is slightly disappointing. The main thing is can we get him into a pose that looks good for swimming? He does not come with any swimming hands, which that's a problem. Can we get him into a swimming pose, though? Somewhat swimmy. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. But his head does not tilt back at all enough to do any sort of like realistic. Maybe like that. I guess that's good. I've seen worse. Don't get me started on Super 7's neck articulation on most of their things. They have bad articulation, but these ankles, God, always with these ankles, Todd. I love your stuff, but your ankles got to go. They're just so floppy. You have to have a stand. But hey, guess what? He gives you one. We're gonna flip this back up here. So I can't be too angry at him. He did give us one. But this figure just looked too awesome to pass up. I saw one at a Target and was like, well, guess I'm getting that guy. Because I tried pre-ordering him at Big Bad Toy Store, which is my usual haunt. Not to give them free advertisement as if they need it. Big Bad Toy Store delivers on things that I pre-order. Which, guess what? That is a thing that should be always. Just found a random screw on the ground. That is always lovely. So now I gotta go on the hunt for a sword that decided to disappear on me. Well, it's not in the package, so that's good. Guess I'll be doing that today. Exactly what I wanted to be doing. Farting around looking for swords that flew off of things. Cool. So, we're going to assume, yep, this comes off. So that's how easy that came off. It is a little bent. Not nearly as bad as the Hasbro ones. We're going to actually, can we put it in the other way? Yeah. Alright, cool. And then we're going to give him his little scepter. His scepter here. Let's put it up further here. So yeah, I'm not a big DC guy at all, but I think Black Manta is one of the coolest designs that they've ever had. And this one looks like, as I said, underwater snake. Actually, it just looks like an alien snake eyes more than anything. He just looks awesome. And I've never really been one for like, oh, this particular character is awesome. He's just cool looking. He looks like a, yeah, some sort of cyber ninja looking dude. I gotta get a Lazy Susan in here. I have like 10 of them. I don't know what I did with any of the ones here, but this guy just looks freaking sweet. Some decent paint apps. You can't really see it. A lot of it's just texture. There's not a lot of paint here, but texture does a lot. I mean, it does a lot to fix the problems that you'll run into with a figure like this. So yeah, I don't know where I'm going to put this guy. I have a few DC Multiverse figures, but I really just wanted this guy. I have an Owl Man, so he might go up on that shelf and just be like my my own personal Justice League of random villains and heroes. You really don't understand how happy I am with this figure. The fact that A, it exists, and B, it looks so good. Because this one's $25 normally, I think, and I'm kind of leery about buying $25 figures for characters that I'm not like super into. But he just looks awesome. He looks like he could just dice up everything. Let me try and find one of my Snake Eyes figures, and then we'll put it next to that. Because I have a bunch of Snake Eyes figures. I just don't know whether I can get to them or not. Yeah, I got one right here. And I think it's a normal one. Yay! I actually started downsizing my overage of Snake Eyes. I think at one point I had like 6 Snake Eyes figures from Classified. Here it is. So he is a lot shorter. Wow. I didn't realize how much bigger the Mcfarlane figures are. That actually kind of makes me like it more. He might go into my ninja shelf or something, because I got a couple other ninja figures that I really like. Like this is Jazzwares. I think it's Jazzwares or Jada Toys. Those two. They need to just buy each other so that I don't have to think about it. But that is a Spartan. Completely forgot the name of it. It's one of the Halo figures. I thought that was real awesome too. So maybe I'll put up like a Cyber Ninja Dojo or something like that, just to put these guys into. I hope you liked. Oh, hey, you know what else I forgot? I got Warduke right here. Look at Warduke. He's chilling in the villains category. Hope you enjoyed this review. Please like, subscribe, comment, and until next time, I'm Alpha Magnus. These are toys.